Alright, so there are two ways of doing this coloring activity. First, we'll go over the old-fashioned way. And the basic requirement is that has to be a lab where light can be controlled. So this is our anatomy and physiology lab. Blackboard I use, and whiteboard can also be used, but I'll be using the blackboard. And then this particular lab has got a lot of blinds, so the light can be adjusted. Okay, so what I'll do, so light is very important to get the reflection of transparency on the board. So let me first put my transparency here on this overhead, old-fashioned overhead projector. Okay, and so, but right now with the full light, you may not be able to see the outline of that, what I want students to individually come and draw as a group activity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the lights off. And with the actual lights off, you can still see, the daylight because of windows and the blinds in this lab. So the key to that one is that once you project your transparency here, it is very important that you don't move it, because once you move, everything will go out of. So first, make sure that you have the entire image that you would like to have on the blackboard. Move it forward or backward, where you can get pretty much entire image of what you are trying to draw. So here is the facial muscles. Okay, so the projection is there and you can see the outline. So now I'm asking all this completely projected on this blackboard, and then I ask each of the students to come out here and then draw various structure of this figure. So the first student who is coming, he'll draw the outline. So let me be the first student, and I'm taking any color. So here I'm taking a white color and just drawing the outline. So this is just the outline of the figure. Alright. So the first student done the outline. Now the second student, and I am going to be all the students, first, second, third, fourth. And now drawing the eyes. So we're using the different colors here. Okay, let's take one more color. And draw the rest of the muscles. basically here I'm doing everything, but each structure is to be drawn separately by each student. So that's how we're involving all the students into this coloring group activity. You might be noticing that I'm going back and forth, but when actual students are involved, they have to complete one entire muscle. But since I'm doing everything, so you may see that I'm jumping from one muscle to another muscle. Alright, so these are just examples, but at the same time, when the student has completed one muscle, then what I'm asking that student is to write the name. In that way, they also can get the practice of not only knowing the muscle, but also their name. So for example, this particular muscle that I have drawn, so they had to write also what it is. So this one is a frontalis, so they had to write a name. And another one, this particular one, they had to also write the name. Second student who have drawn that particular muscle as orbicularis oculi. Okay. Similarly, this muscle, so they had to write it. Whoever has drawn that particular muscle, that particular student has to write the name of that muscle. Okay? So this is just a few examples. This one is temporalis. So like that, as many muscles they can draw and write the name. Like this one is zygomaticus minor. And that one is going to be zygomaticus major. Okay. So I'm not going to complete the entire thing, but this is just to give you an example. And at this point, what I'll do, I'm going to turn my projector off. Once everything is done. So let me turn this one off and turn the actual light of the lab on, and all of a sudden you can see on the blackboard a structure of the human facial muscles are drawn.